I'd like to truly congratulate the government of Andhra Pradesh, Honorable Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Honorable Speaker of AP State Legislative Assembly for putting up this great conclave for Indian women and making this a parliament in Amaravati. Today I've been asked to touch upon building your own identity and the vision of the future. Mr. Henry Ibsen is a writer, and there is a theatre play, A Dollhouse. Helmer is a character, and he says, before everything else, you are a wife and a mother. Nora, another character, she says, I don't believe that any longer. I believe that before everything else, I am a human being, just as much as you are. At any rate, I shall try to become one. It's not simply a modern dilemma. Definitely, it's been thought over ages, familiar to each woman out here. Eventually, each of us recognizes the need to know who we are. How do you create your self-identity? Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The major ability to create your life is to develop mindful awareness. And mindful awareness is your observing self. That part of you that runs the commentary of your life as it plays out. It is the conscience in your head that most people completely ignore. We have 60,000 thoughts a day, 3 a second. How many of us remember at least 10 thoughts by the end of the day? Through mindful awareness, you will establish consciously your world view, which will make you a stronger person. You will develop your decision-making abilities, which allows you greater freedom. You will use your intellect, which develops wisdom, and you will use your emotional energy more effectively, which increases your self-esteem and happiness. Identity is about positive traits. It also can be negative traits. It's a combination of things to do, things that you want to do. It's your talents, your strengths, your passion, and it's what you love and what you care about. The degree to which we are able to create our own identity rather than having it imposed on us is dependent on opportunity, awareness, and taking responsibility for oneself. This is very important, according to me. Every one of us should begin with the end in mind. It's a useful trick which makes it easier for the mind to fill in the steps needed to where we are and what and where we need to be. What should you change in the way you conduct yourself to be remembered the way you like to be remembered? Only by changing the way you live will you be able to create the legacy you want to leave. Prati manishi kuda ఇవాల్టి గురించే కాకోకుండా మనిషి జీవితం తరువాత అంటే మరణానంతరం మన గురించి మన చుట్టూ ఉన్నవారు ఏమనుకుంటారు అని గనక ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళు ఆలోచిస్తే కోపిష్టివాడు కోపాన్ని తగ్గించుకుంటాడు, పీనాసివాడు పీనాసత్వాన్ని తగ్గించుకుంటాడు, రాక్షసుడు రాక్షసత్వాన్ని తగ్గించుకుంటాడు, ధర్మబద్ధంగా ఉన్నవాడు ఇంకా ధర్మబద్ధంగా ఉంటాడు, నీతి నియమాలు పాటించే వాళ్ళు ఇంకా నియమంగా ఉంటారని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను. తద్వారా ఖచ్చితంగా ప్రజల్లో మంచి ప్రవర్తన అనేది వస్తుంది, మంచి సంస్కారంతో మంచి సొసైటీ తయారవుతుంది. ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళకి హ్యాపీనెస్ అండ్ పీస్ ఉండాలి, ప్రతి హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్కి. The first step in deciding your life is to create a compelling vision of who you will become and what you want your life to be ultimately. This is a very powerful part of the process, as your ultimate vision is what will drive you and really excite you. The most difficult step in creating a vision is discovering what you truly want. It is not what should I do, it should be what do I want to do. And it is all the more, why do I want to do that? Why do I want to do that? Give yourself permission to explore, to dream, be creative, be playful. Use your right brain, logic can kick in later. In 1995, when I took over Margadarsi Chits funds, I was 29 years old, and I was asked to run this public company which is associated with public money. I did have jitters in me, but then the turnover of that company was 350 crores. I told my employees that day that I am a woman, I am a wife, I am a mother, but Margadarsi will be my top priority. I gave my commitment to my employees, and I said the company which has a turnover of 350 crores will be built to a company of 10,000 crores. And we are on the verge of achieving it this year. My dream was to build a big company, create a lot of employment, and empower a lot of men and women to achieve their dreams through Margadarsi. There are some general principles that it may be worth bearing in mind when defining a new mission statement. I break life down into essentially 8 areas: health and fitness, spiritual, family, friends, emotions and relationships, career, business, finances. Everything we do is underpinned by our core values of transparency, fairness, and security. These are the foundations which enable us to maintain our financial strength and deliver long-term good value. Never ever give up. Simply having a vision does not fulfill it. You must work to materialize your dream. You will experience bumps along the road and people who will try to keep you from succeeding. Create a bigger vision of yourself. Psychologically speaking, we live in a box. Our mentality is framed within a handful of beliefs, ideas, and things we know for sure. We are thinking, speaking, and acting within the contents of this mental box. But beliefs must be put into perspective, questioned, and sometimes disregarded altogether. Our self-esteem is the main foundation on which we build our life. Basically, what confidence is a perception of value. You can't grab confidence, but you can train it like a muscle. We can derive confidence from 2 factors: the easy, short-term, quick-fix external confidence and the difficult, durable, long-way internal confidence. Many people base their values on external factors like their wealth, looks, popularity, religion, family, job, and so forth. They identify themselves with these factors. But are you really going to let other people decide your worth based on these external factors? Internal confidence or principle-centered living is what we should build in our life. It means building your foundation, your roots, on a stable, durable base of values. The values I have picked for myself are intelligence, morality, sensitivity, strength, calmness. Principles don't die. They are solid. They don't react to outside circumstances. They don't divorce from us. We don't lose them in a bet, and they don't age. I have 3 girls, and I'm very proud of them. Today, if I'm standing in front of this huge crowd, I have to thank my daughters who have been extremely cooperative and supportive. And one more thing I always tell women with boys as children, girls are going to come into your families. They are leaving their family behind and coming to your family. They need to be treated well because they left everything behind for you. They are innocent, they are young, they need support, they need understanding. If you are compassionate, definitely they'll turn out to be the best daughters by law, but they will turn out to be loving daughters. Please support the girls. Thank you very much. One final thing, a world where men ran half our homes and women ran half our institutions would be just a better world, says Sheryl Sandberg, CEO, Facebook. I hope and look forward for that day. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
हमारे आरक्षण को धक्का मत दीजिए, लेकिन जिस समाज के तरफ से आज मांग हो रही है, डिप्टी चेयरमैन सर, हर समाज में इकोनॉमिकल बैकवर्ड क्लास की संख्या है और उनको आर्थिक निकष लगाकर एक तो आर्थिक निकष पर आरक्षण नहीं दे सकते हैं। हाँ बिल लाओ ना, तो आप बोलिए बिल लाने के लिए बिल लाएंगे।